Hi, today I want to talk about a certain struggle I have at the moment. I can't explain you the details because they would be basically spoilers, but I try to describe it and explain the certain problem I have at the moment. I mean, it's a little problem, but I don't know, it kind of goes through my head sometimes. So basically, I have a character who does kind of a not so nice thing in the past, when he was a child, and he regrets that, and it is so influencing, like he regrets it so much that it's actually influencing his later behavior. And he loses a friend for a certain amount of time because of that, but they come together again. And this is not the dude I'm talking about, by the way. I always throw in random characters in my videos. They don't have that don't have anything to do with the actual story I'm talking about, so yeah, whatever. And the thing is, I sometimes struggle with the thought if this is already to be what he did. Because there are other characters around who don't do shit. Like yay, like yes, they fail sometimes, they make mistakes, but not as bothering mistakes as he does, And he is actually one of my favorite characters, and I'm always afraid that people could hate him, But at the same time, if I don't give him any struggles he is going through, he becomes a Gary Stu or a Mary Sue, I guess, and I don't want this to happen either. And the other thing is, a friend of mine told me that she thinks that's interesting because it gives him the opportunity to have some character development, And that's always good. That's a good thing, like when somebody is an asshole at the beginning, that he becomes better, he betters himself basically, And I think this is also a good reason to do that, but I'm still so afraid. And I think the main problem is that there will be people around who will just look at the character and will not understand which person he is at the moment, and who will just like hate him, because cancel him basically. Like those people who are like, as soon as you make one mistake, you're done. Like they don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. And the other thing is, I wanted to do this as well because his father is really problematic. And like, I just think like it doesn't surprises me that he does the certain thing he does because of his father. It's not justifying everything that it's okay to do that because he has a shitty dad, but like if you have a bad influence from your parents, then, well, especially if you are young and they are the people you admire, then you don't really know what is right or wrong, And this is the other thing. So he does this at a really young age, when he's like around 8 years old, basically. And he don't does shitty stuff like this anymore when he's older, And still I'm so afraid. But at the same time, I'm so interested by this because I like interesting characters. Like, I don't really care if the character is a good character, like a sympathetic person. I care more about the fact if the character has interesting struggles, in which conflicts the character is, And it's just more fun to write for me personally than just a happy-go-lucky dude, And but still, like in the last weeks, I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm afraid. Like, I think I am so afraid that people don't care about him anymore. And I should not think like that. I mean, it's my story, And I should not think too much how other people perceive my stories. telling, you know, but still it is stuck in my head and I don't know. Yeah, this is everything I wanted to talk about. I'm struggling, so I've decided to not think about it anymore because actually I'm writing on another story at the moment where this is not even a topic at all. And yeah, we'll start with this story basically. You know? So yeah, and I'm really I think this year I can actually finish my portfolio, by the way, and can send it to the publisher. And I'm afraid, I'm afraid that they're like, yeah, we don't like it. The possibilities are high. I should not expect too much because I'm still a beginner, you know, but I still hope the best, of course. The most thing I'm afraid of is actually, or the biggest thing I'm afraid of is that they don't like the whole character and the stories and everything. That would suck because I really want to tell the story. And I think if everything doesn't work out, I'm going on Webtoon. But I actually prefer to write my story in German, so I don't know. And also on Webtoon, everything has to be colored as well. I mean, if you want to get featured, you know, and I don't want to color my stuff. I want to make it black and white. I know you can also do stuff black and white. I know this, but it's harder then, you know, and I don't know. Yeah, I should just keep going. You know, like the thing is when they're critiquing some stuff and say like, oh, we want to change, we want to have a change in this and in this area, then it's a different thing. I don't have any problems with that as long as the basic characters and the basic story stays as it is. I can change some stuff, you know, because I'm pretty sure there's stuff I don't really notice myself, and it will be really helpful to have somebody else looking through my stuff and pointing stuff out I did not notice, you know. So yeah, that was my little update. I hope you have a nice day and see you in the next video. Goodbye.